The movie starts off differently. It starts with Michael walking through a neighborhood as someone sees him. They are holding a knife as they yell at Michael to get off their property, but Michael will simply take the knife and will kill them. We cut to 1 year later as Lori and Lindsay are talking as they hear a motorcycle outside. And we see Allison and Corey on a motorcycle as they pull up. And Allison will get off and kiss Corey. And we learn that since the event of the last film, they have got together. And Corey will drive off as Allison goes inside. And then we see the relationship between Lori and Allison since the events of the previous two films and see how they are trying to move on with their life. And I don't remember if I mentioned it, but something that will still happen in the previous film that of course will carry over into this one is Karen would still die at the end of the previous film. And then Allison will leave to go to work. We see that Tommy is still alive, but now he has a limp and he's walking with a cane, and he has several scars from the events of the previous film, but in my version, he is still alive. Him and Allison will have a quick talk before Allison will head off to work. Then we will cut the Corey at the gas station, and the scene will be pretty much the same with Lori will come to his defense, and everything will be the same there. She'll give him the knife to slash their tires before we'll take him to the hospital, and Allison will take a look at him, which will be very similar, except it'll be they actually know each other and in a relationship, and so when the doctor sort of yells at her, Corey will be much more upset, but Allison tells him not to worry about it, and she says that she's almost off and she will take him to go, like, take him home and go get his bike. As they go to get his bike, Corey hears her car making some noise and offers to check out for her. Allison thanks him, and we cut to Lori as we learn that she is actually writing a book. And the scene between Lori and Hawkins will be the same, and overall, all their scenes and storyline will be the same between each other in this film. We will still have the scene at the party, and that'll pretty much all be the same. We will still have Corey be confronted by the mother. Corey chooses to leave the party without telling Allison, and he gets confronted by the bullies from earlier, and it'll pretty much be the same, except they say that he should have died during last Halloween and before getting pushed over the bridge, and it'll pretty much be the same. Corey wakes up. He sees Michael killing the homeless guy from the actual film. Corey will escape Michael and will meet back up with Allison, and they will reunite and he will tell her about Michael. We then cut to Lori finding out about Michael still being alive. And we're going to learn she has guns stored away, similar to how she did in Halloween 2018. Addison will immediately grab a gun, but Corey will hesitate, and Lori will hand him a gun and says that he's not the monster that everyone says he is. That night, they go to find Michael, but all they find is the homeless guy that Michael killed earlier in my version of the film. Corey will enter the drain, but will get attacked by Michael and get several cuts to his arms. But Allison will show up and will shoot him, giving her enough time to help Corey up, and they both are able to run away. Laurie will stay behind and will shoot at Michael. Michael will throw Laurie to the ground before stabbing her, but she is able to escape. Laurie and Corey both go to the hospital, and that's when we will get introduced to Corey's mother, and she's going to blame Laurie and Allison for what happened to Corey. And then we cut to Halloween Day, where we will see the similar scene to the actual film. Will pretty much be the same, of Allison and her coworker. She ended up getting a promotion instead of Allison. And that scene will just be all the same in my version. We cut to Corey having a argument with his mom, and she will slap him and he will storm out. It'll be pretty much similar to how it actually happens in the film, but he will pretty much storm out, and one of the bullies, the leader, will harass Corey and will try to beat him up, and Corey, that he now has a pocket knife, and he will kill the bully. And Corey will have a strange feeling growing inside of him. And then we are going to have the scene with Allison's coworker and the head doctor, and that'll be pretty much the same. The only change I will make is Corey's not a part of it. Michael simply kills both of them, and Corey's not even a part of the scene. We then get a scene of Allison calling Corey to ask if he wants to hang out, and Corey agrees. Corey is washing the blood off his hands as he stares in the mirror. He can't shake the feeling, and he will end up killing his mother like in the film, but it will still, of course, be different. And then they will go to the radio station, which will be the same as in the actual film. And I'm also going to have a similar shot of Michael walking around and killing people, just like we've seen in the previous two films, of that he's just pure evil. So we're going to show that by having a similar shot. We cut to Laurie as she is hunting for Michael. It will be similar to the first film, but Laurie will have the help of Tommy and Lindsay, that I haven't mentioned that much of, like, about them in this, but they will be pretty major parts for later on. So, like, up and, like, pretty much anything with Laurie, if she's searching for Michael, it will also have them be a part of it, even if I don't mention them. We see Michael as he goes on another killing spree, and we will, like, see him as he's doing this, and it will be similar to several shots in the other films. Laurie will follow the massacre, trying to track down Michael. Allison will see someone that she thinks is Michael and will chase them. They turn around and it's revealed to not be Michael, but someone that is in a very similar mask to what Michael wore in the original Halloween. They are holding a knife and start to approach Allison, and she will try to pull the trigger, but her gun is empty, and the attacker will knock her to the floor, but will not kill her, and instead will simply walk away. Laurie will follow Michael's massacre to the Myers house. Laurie, Lindsay, and Tommy will search the house, and they will split up to search different parts of the house. Tommy's death will be similar to Allison's boyfriend from the last film. It will still be unique, but it will have similar elements. Lindsay will get attacked by Michael and will scream out for help as she fires a few shots at Michael, but he will be able to stab her multiple times, killing her before Laurie can save her. And then the final fight begins, as it's a long and brutal fight where they both will get very hurt in the process. Allison can't find the other attacker, so she decides to go help Laurie with Michael. Allison shows up and is able to help Laurie defeat Michael and kill him once and for all. And the rest of the film will play out the same, with them disposing of Michael's body with the whole group gathering. And that will all pretty much stay the same. Everything with Allison leaving and moving out will remain the same. We will see that she has her parents' wedding rings. Laurie will finish up her book, and we will get the resolution where we see the relationship with Hawkins and Laurie, and everything will pretty much end the same way. There's a final scene of Corey standing in the Myers house, looking out that same window that Michael did all along, and that's if they wanted to do a anthology sort of route again, like the series wasn't originally intended. But I'll see you all in the next one.